Well, good evening, greetings, and salutations. This is Passionate Bliss, and I want to tell you about my walk through the YouTube streets. So I was walking through the YouTube streets, and I was walking around, and I bumped into a very nice-looking gentleman. He said to me, "Hello, what's your name? Are you married?" He was looking at my finger, and he said, "I said no, I'm single." And he said, "Why?" Okay, as if you have to justify why are you single. And this happens a lot, even with women friends. I've had a woman friend tell me, "Well, you're not that bad looking. Why you ain't got no man?" Like it's a crime that you don't have a man. And then if it's not a crime, you should at least be able to explain why you're single. And so I said, well, it's based on the representation of who's out there. And as I was thinking about it, I thought about the top 10 stupidest things that men have said to me. And incidentally, these are all from black men. But this is the top 10 stupidest things that men have said to me. So I thought I would go down the list and I would share it with you. And then maybe you would see why I'm single. If I'm not all that bad looking. Like only the bad looking girls are single. But stupid sentence number one. Black people, we don't need a psychiatrist. We just need to pray. No. Some of you are actually batshit crazy, and you need a psychiatrist. You need a pill. You need therapy. You need time on a couch. You need to lay back. You need to talk. You need to get it off your chest. You need to figure out the root of your problem. You need to go all the way back, as far back as you need to go, to figure out who's the problem, and don't always be trying to blame your mama for the problem, because it probably was your runaway daddy that really left the burden on her and made her act any way that she acted that was crazy. Because a lot of us as single mothers, we have lost our minds in the attempt to do the job of two people. So cut your mama some slack. Don't always be blaming her at the psychiatrist's office on the couch, okay? So number one, we don't need a psychiatrist, just pray, okay? Prayer has never been known to alter the chemicals in your brain, unless you're hallucinating, unless you've taken a little something along with the prayer to help you, which a lot of people, I understand they do. But the thing is that if you have a chemical imbalance in the brain, you need something to restore the balance of the chemicals in your brain. That would be pharmacology. That would be medication. You need to see a psychiatrist to get help so that people don't have to deal with you being crazy. When there's a pill for you, there's a psychiatrist, a psychologist who can help you. Okay, you do need a psychiatrist, and you need to pray as well. Okay. Number 9, top 10 stupid things men have said to me. I've seen it say good women are boring. You're boring. Or you're a fake. I've had that said to me, you're a fake. Okay, because number one, apparently a lot of men are really excited by the fact that if you're yelling, you're screaming, you're cursing them out, you're searching their phone, you're trying to find out if they're cheating, you want to know where they are, you've been hounding them, you've been chasing them down. Apparently a lot of men find this as a turn on, and when you don't do that, then you're boring. Okay, I've never been to anyone's phone in my entire life. I don't have time to go through your phone. I'm not interested in what's in your phone. Because if I'm at the point where I'm suspicious enough of you and your behavior that I have to go through your phone, then we need to be disconnected. And I'm going to disconnect. I don't have a problem with disconnecting at all. Okay, number 8. I heard one man say to me, he got married. He said that his wife earned the right to be his wife. Earned the right. Now, I was raised under a Christian patriarchy where it says that the Bible said that he who finds a wife, he has found a good thing. So she should not be out here actually trying to earn the right to be a wife. But a lot of men today have adopted the mentality, because it's the only thing black men are actually in control of is marriage. And so they want to have you to jump through hoops and prove that you're worthy of being a wife, and you have to earn the right of being a wife. Typically, this includes using you financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually. This includes using you up, okay? And then the more you give, then I guess at some point you've earned the right. Okay, this is called exploitation and victimization. But that's one of the top 10 stupidest things that I've had men say to me. Let me see, what's number 7? And this is from your dead daddy. You're going to die alone. So what? As far as I know, death is a very singular experience. Only you can die for you. And being in the healthcare profession and seeing many deaths, typically the person at the time of death, they're not even aware of who's in the room with them, unless it's on a subconscious level. They're typically out of it when they take their last breath. So we all die alone. It's a very singular experience. We're all going to die alone. Okay. And the threat of being alone is very effective for a lot of women. They don't want to die alone. For the longest time, that was my biggest fear, was dying alone. But the thing is, you have to overcome that, because there's something worse than being alone, and that's being miserable with someone who makes you miserable every second of every minute of every day. I'd rather be alone than to have that. There's peace in being alone. And the thing is that you have to be at ease with yourself with being alone. You have to like who you are. You have to like your own thoughts. You have to like your own reflections. You have to like your own personality. You have to like your own sense of humor. You have to be able to entertain yourself. And a lot of times I've had people say to me that I'm bored. And I have learned to come to say, nope, it's because you're boring. Because I'm never bored. My thoughts entertain me constantly. I'm never bored. Dying alone, living alone, being alone. I'm good with that. It's very peaceful. Very peaceful. Very comforting. Nobody's in your face demanding this, demanding that, wanting to know this, wanting to know that, trying to pick a fight. You know, it's peaceful. It's very peaceful in the single person's world. So I would like for women, black women in particular, to get over that fear of being alone. That's a good place. And if it's not, you would want to question why it's not a good place. And that may include the psychiatrist that black men said we don't need. Just pray. You need to pray, and you need to see a psychiatrist as well. Okay? Let me see. What's number, what was that, 5? No, it's number 6. I had a man tell me that these other women, they aren't demanding the things that you are. So I have been told that I am demanding. But I will tell you this. I've never asked for more than I'm willing to give. I've never asked you for more than I know that you can give. So you saying I'm demanding, okay, I'll own that. But he said these other women aren't demanding the things that you are. And the fact of the matter is, I don't demand a whole lot. The only thing I really demanded of relationships I'm in is time, attention, respect, and a few gifts, you know, on the appropriate occasions. Oh, and you pay for the dates as well. So where am I at now? 5. I'm at 7 minutes. Okay, I can do this. You're supposed to learn me and figure out what I need. I don't have time for that. Okay? I don't have time to figure you out. You're supposed to tell me, have you figured out what it is you need? So if you figured it out and you know what you need, then you need to tell me so that I can get it. The best way to ensure that you get what you need is to tell the person what you need, and they can get it. Because if you're waiting on me to guess, I'm not. Because I'm focused on me and what I need and what I have to get done and what I have to execute throughout the course of the day. If you need something, I expect you to tell me so that I can accommodate you. Because if you don't tell me, I'm assuming you don't need anything. Because I promise you, if I need something, I'm going to let you know. So no, I'm not going to figure out what it is you need and learn you. Okay? You're going to have to tell me, or you're just not going to get what you need. All right? And depends, you know, how much do you really want what it is you say you need? Do you really need it? If you need it, you'll communicate it. Okay? Because when you need to eat, your body lets you know, and then you feed it. So if it's a need, then you need to figure out how to get that across to somebody. Okay? Let's see. Where I'm at. Number 7. I heard one man say in another room, you want more than what you are worth. Never ever let somebody else decide what your worth is. That is for you to decide. That is for you to decide. Okay? You don't get to decide what I'm worth. Nobody else gets to decide what I'm worth. I decide. Okay? What I'm worth. I've heard someone say, oh, and this is like right up at the top 2. Now I'm down to the top 2. Okay? This one was said to me personally. I don't know if I can stand all this happiness. So apparently the relationship is going too well, so well, that it's more happiness than he can stand. And he says, I don't know if I can stand all this happiness, and then proceeds to sabotage the relationship. So these are the things that good women are being told, okay, by the people who are available. And then so you want to question me as to why I'm single. Because I'm single because there are people who are happy and don't want to be happy. Don't know if they can stand it. Okay. And this last one is something that somebody told to me when we were talking about the top 10 stupidest things that men have said to us. And she won. I said, you know what? You win. She said, this man told her, you love me too much. I need you to dial it back some. Okay, so we're living in a world of people who are living and dying. And I also saw a video of a teenage girl who took herself out because she said nobody loved her. And she took herself out. So you're living in a world with people who are, taking themselves out because they don't feel loved. You have somebody who loves you. Your complaint to her is that you love me too much. I don't even understand how you can love somebody too much. That's not such a thing in my world. But this person told her, you love me too much. I need you to dial it back some. Apparently, show me less love. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you not. This is what people are saying to us. And one guy, I remember, I thought it was stupid. He said to me not too long ago, he was in his 50s. I'm looking for a ride or die. You lost me at die. Yeah, what kind of ride is it that I have to anticipate dying? I'm not getting on that ride. If I know there's death at the end of it, you already told me you want somebody who's going to ride or die. You lost me at die. Okay, and these are somebody in their 50s and 40s who are saying these things. Okay, not teenagers. Okay, so the next time you ask somebody, you feel like she's got it together, decent age, decent appearance, why aren't you married? Why are you single? Okay. The question is mostly not what's wrong with her, but what's wrong with them. That being said, y'all have sweet dreams. You need to find them all real.